French Pyrenees, remote, beautiful and quiet. Now, even though I'm here to drive an off-road Leviathan, that's how it's going to stay. You see, motorsport is changing. Screaming V8s are making way for something a little less noisy and polluting. Formula E has shown that electric power doesn't mean slow or boring. Staging dramatic street races in cities around the world. And now Extreme E is doing the same for off-road racing. And they're doing it cleanly.
One of their USPs is they arrive, clear up all their mess, and they don't leave any lasting impression on the planet because they're not burning hydrocarbons.
So why am I in France? Well, because one of the teams, Veloce Racing, has invited me to one of their very rare test days.
Apparently, if I behave myself, I can have a go. Let's hope it's fully charged up.
Time to meet the team's drivers, Christine GZ, as she refers to herself, and Lance Woolridge. What's going on today?
So we're here for our 3-day test, a whole new lot of upgrades on the car, so we're here testing that.
Am I right in saying this is the only test you've got for the year?
Yeah, very, very limited. So we get an allotment of kilowatt hours. I think it's 250 for our whole time here. That sort of equates to 120 kilometers of driving. So that's it.
So give us some specs about this.
400 kilowatts.
And what's that in old money, you know, horsepower?
Like 550.
Oh, good. A lot's that.
Yeah, it's like a radical T1, you know, from Dakar.
Okay.
But way more radical.
So 4-wheel drive, 2 motors.
Yep, and the battery's water-cooled, electric power steering, independent motors, front and rears.
I've just been out and had a look. It looks a bit dirty. I mean, I would want that cleaned. There's like boulders and rocks and all sorts out there, huh?
Yeah, that's nothing. That's really, really smooth for us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at the business end then. What's going on in here? So, a few settings in here. Obviously, you've got torque settings, power settings.
Traction.
Obviously, as I call it, the wand. Because magic things happen when you pull the wand.
Totally. I would not pull it always though.
Yeah. I've sat in lots of rally cars, and this feels much bigger than a rally car.
Yeah, visibility is great. And then take into account that we're both racing, so we have to jump out and get in and it's like really
you've got
fast.
to do drum changes, don't you?
45 seconds to change and get strapped in and go.
So I reckon enough talk. Should we get driving? I'm going to jump in as a passenger and have a little lap round by Lance to show me the ropes. It's quite well known I'm normally not a very good passenger. I'm looking forward to it. I don't like not being in control. I mean, it's debatable whether when I'm sat in the driving seat I'm in control anyway, but I feel like I need to grab onto things. So, yeah, I'm okay at the moment, but I might not be. Considering it's 1.8 ton, it gets on the move. Got big brakes on the way in to get the car to rotate. I mean, it's impressive. And even though this ground is super rough, it's supple. Oh man, it's so aggressive on the tyres. I mean, it's lovely the way it just floats across the surface. And I'll tell you, it's quick. Right, good fun. Because the testing time of this car is so restricted, the drive with Lance is over in a couple of minutes, and my time behind the wheel, well, that'll be equally limited.
Foot on the brake and then hold down the D. There you go, you're good to go.
That's tough enough in any new race car. Let alone in a life-size Tonka toy that gets to 62 in 4.5 seconds and reaches 125 miles an hour on gravel. Right, so here we go. By memory, we've got a right-hander. Get it in. It's amazing how it goes over what is really not very nice ground. Just floats over the bumps. So the trick here is you've got to get the thing turning in on the brakes
Got to send it in, wait, and then go. And I'm trying to rush it a bit too much, man. I'm too eager to get on the throttle. And on the wand.
There we go. Perfect.
It's exciting, and I can imagine doing a proper rally raid where you don't really know where you go. There's a real skill in that, reading the road, reading the ruts. And, you know, I have none of those skills. I like it, it's good fun. Oh, do you know what? It's lovely to drive.
Nice.
Again, do you know what? I could go around here all day long. It's great fun.
In the future, when EV range is no longer an issue, racers like this will be looking at tackling the mighty 6,000-mile Paris-Dakar.
It doesn't feel right what I'm driving over. It feels like I'm being naughty, and I like that. I still think electric off-roading has a place because of the instant torque. And also, you know, do you really want to be putting fumes in the air in this beautiful landscape? I don't think you do, actually. So I think electric's good.